Okay, so today we're going to be going over perhaps the greatest troll of all time. Now, obviously, on the internet, trolling has just become a phenomenon that is so common that you don't even notice it sometimes. If you've never trolled before on the internet, you are not a true citizen of the internet. I mean, it quite literally is almost the sarcasm of the entire online world in some ways. There's no way that you don't get trolled, from the very basic rickrolls that have been around for God knows how long to the more subtle and detailed. To be fair, you have to have a high IQ to understand Rick and Morty kind of things. But what we're going to be taking a look at today is literally one of the greatest trolls I've ever seen. I mean, it's perfection. As somebody who loves to troll online, as somebody who, let's be honest, a big part of my persona at this point is me trolling on the internet. I gotta say, this is just, it's bravo. It's bravo. There's no way that this account is not a parody, is not a joke, and I'm gonna be going ahead and giving you guys a little bit of evidence behind that. So, over the last few days, there have been a few different little posts from this account that have kind of gone viral and have been something that people are taking extremely serious, that people are actually being, like, legitimately, I guess, outraged by in a way, to the point where they, like, have to respond, you know what I mean? So we're gonna go ahead, one by one here and go through these iconic trolls, man. I can't believe that so many people are just getting jebaited like this. The first one, the classic and the most popular, was the Karen troll. Now, I don't know if you guys remember when the whole boomer meme became like a slur, I guess, or when old people actually were getting upset about it and thought that it was like a serious thing. Essentially, this post was trying to say that Karen was kind of like the new thing. Dear millennials, stop saying Karen. Karen is a sexist and racist term equivalent to insert demonetizable term here for white women. Calling a woman Karen is an attempt to get rid of women's right to stand up for themselves. I mean, I think that the troll was pretty obvious here. Like, no one can legitimately be this stupid, right? Nobody can legitimately believe something like this, right? Well, I think the proof of the pudding, at least right here, is the hidden replies. I mean, people basically saying it's a troll or it's a bot, something like that, trying to, expose this account. They're hidden, okay? Which is weird because on Twitter, whenever you hide a reply, there's literally a big button pronounced on the tweet that allows people to see those. So it's almost like you're really just highlighting those replies. But that was kind of the first one that I thought was pretty crazy. But then we got, dear men, stop calling women thick. We can't control our curves. Why would you compliment us over something we have no control over? Do you even realize what harm it causes to women? Last time I got called the T word, I couldn't sleep well for weeks. Now this one didn't go as crazy, honestly. Like, people didn't, I guess, jump out of the woodwork here to, I guess, shoot this one down. I mean, tens of thousands of people replied to the Karen one. I retweeted it and literally just said Karen because pretty much anyone would hopefully be able to tell that this is a big meme. But on this one, there is a website, and when you go to it here, basically this is what you get. So you get, the most hated font of all time, the Comic Sans, the very basic little website here, nothing too crazy. Linux causes violence. Yeah, that seems like a very realistic outtake here. Definitely something that I think a middle-aged woman named Emily Swaven would probably have an opinion about here, is whether or not Linux is acceptable for anyone to use. This one I think is probably the biggest, I guess, issue with this entire troll, because this one, unfortunately, I think realistically has a chance to be used in defense of people. Now, dear misogynists, stop calling men simps. It's okay to compliment women. Defend women in their comment sections. Women are right more than you think. Report OnlyFans leakers to the police. We should be male feminists. It's okay to buy things on her Amazon wish list. Discord link and a phone number, which I don't know what happens with the phone number, I'm going to be honest with you, but yeah, I'm sure that a middle-aged woman named Emily is out here with a Discord. This one I think is bad simply because I'm afraid that people are actually going to use this, man. Like, we should really stop calling men simps. Look at this picture. Then we have, I demand absolute censorship of the K-word on Twitter, @Jack. If my demands are not met, me and millions of other women will delete their accounts. The attack on innocent white women has to stop. Twitter has become a platform for incels. This obviously isn't serious. I don't get how people don't understand this. The big irony on this whole point is obviously that she's quite literally asking for the manager of Twitter in order to, make a big complaint, which is, stereotypically what someone called a Karen would do. But then you got people like this. Karen is not a slur. It's just a depiction of self-entitled women who always need to see the manager despite her lack of proper behavior. If people behaved themselves, we wouldn't use this name. And yet they don't. So yeah. Okay, Karen. I think this is what really holds everything here together, what really makes this a point, considering that there's plenty of responses like this. Woo! You go, Karen. I mean it. Go. Please, you and the millions of other butthurt Karens, with my blessing. I think out of everything, this is probably the best response I've seen to the entire troll here. You go ahead and take a look at this one, man. Oh, bullshit. An overblown sense of entitlement when making demands is not the same thing as women standing up for themselves. Wow, you're a very special kind of entitled, narcissistic jackass. Somebody was happy. But if the troll was not apparent enough, men, I guess is the best way to say this, stop complimenting women online, stupid. What's wrong with you, bro? Your unconsented compliments don't help women with a Y. They make them feel uncomfortable. It's time to end toxic masculinity. Do your part. Oh my god, anyone who literally looks at the profile can see that it's a direct contradiction of the other point and that it's all a fucking joke. But if we want this earth to prevail, we need to switch to a bug diet. There's no other way. If you don't eat bugs, the blood of innocent people who died from coronavirus is on your hands. Cow eaters should be classified, Jesus. There's no way this video stays monetized. Dear cow eaters, eat bugs. If we don't start eating bugs, our planet is doomed. Bugs are rich in proteins and iron, easy to farm, tasty, and don't cause global warming. Thankfully, Will decided that he was going to ask the question on everyone's mind. How the fuck is coronavirus related to people not eating bugs? This is a legitimate question. You do know bugs can carry foodborne illnesses as well, right? This is the kind of misinformation that needs to be banned from Twitter. You know what, Will? Thank you. Thank you for standing up on behalf of everybody and saying that. We appreciate it, man. That was actually really important that you did that because I was afraid, honestly. I didn't know what to do or say there. Okay, so at this point, it should just be obvious, but people, for some reason, still haven't got it. So the last piece of evidence I would like to present to the court here is the Instagram linked on the page. I mean, people, it takes 2 seconds of just looking around, and you can figure out what's going on here. Now, the Instagram, it redirects to a page with 380,000 followers, a Canadian entertainment and hip-hop outlet that doesn't want you to drown into wave, man. So that it seals it, right? You would think. I mean, people apparently are getting trolled so hard on the internet that they can't even take a look at the page that they're getting trolled by. So this is one of the greatest trolls of all time, in my opinion. I mean, there haven't been many trolls out there, especially on something like Twitter, where usually people are somewhat, I would say, understanding of internet culture to a certain extent. I haven't seen many trolls that are able to get tens of thousands of people within just a few days to jump in and start giving their opinions on trolls about eating bugs and Karen being a bad word. Now, the whole Karen thing, that's a little believable, right? Like, you gotta expect that there's somebody out there who legitimately believes that. But all of this at once, come on now, folks. Whoever runs this account is honestly a genius because they're literally just fueling interaction at this point. It's insane. Anyway, with that being said, though, that's it. That's all the video is about. I just wanted to talk about a funny troll. So thank you guys for watching. If you did enjoy, make sure to leave a like, subscribe if you're brand new around here on the channel. Follow me over on Twitter at @SubToOptimus. I post memes, thoughts, and updates over there. Also, check out twitch.tv/SubToOptimus. It's been going pretty crazy over there. And thank you to my channel members. Your support helps my channel tremendously. And until my next video, guys, this is Optimus. I gotta get one of these troll accounts, man. And signing out.